Do you ever feel like life has been unfair to you? Like no matter how hard you try, you keep getting hurt, and somehow you always end up as the victim? I want to invite you to look at this from a completely different angle. It might just turn your whole perspective upside down. What if the suffering you experience in this world doesn't mean you're a victim at all? What if it's actually a gift, a blessing meant for you to realize your mistake and change, or to wake you up spiritually? The way I heard it explained is this. At first, the universe, or heaven, if you want to call it that, tries to wake you up gently through love. It hopes you'll become aware on your own, mistake, and change accordingly. But if love doesn't work, then it tries pain. If you still don't realize or wake up, it turns into suffering. And if you're someone who's very stubborn with a strong ego and you still refuse to wake up, then it uses loss. And if you've already been through pain, suffering, and loss and still haven't awakened, life may keep arranging even bigger hard knocks over and over again until you feel completely broken. That's usually when you ask, why is my life so hard? Why do I keep failing? Why do I keep suffering? From this perspective, the answer is simple. Because life is trying to wake you up. When I first heard this idea, I was shocked. I had never looked at my painful life this way before. To me, Buddhism carries so much deep wisdom. It explained many of my long-held questions about life, and I truly admired its depth. But at the same time, concepts like karma and karmic debt sometimes made me feel like a victim. I would ask myself, I'm a good person. I haven't done anything terrible in this lifetime. As for past lives, I honestly don't know. Sometimes I even felt like I was born just to repay my ancestral karma, or what the Western psychology describes as transgenerational trauma. Since I was young, I've had many strange dreams and unusual experiences. And in my family, I'm the one who's different. My siblings all seem to live fairly normal lives, while I've always felt lonely, out of place, and unsuccessful by society standards. As I grew older, I truly believed that this lifetime was simply about repaying debts. For a long time, I couldn't escape this victim mindset. Then recently, I heard something very different. Based on my birth time and certain physical traits, some people says that in a past life, I may have been a high monk, and that this lifetime is about spiritual cultivation and helping others repay karma that isn't even mine. Some believe these traits mean the person is Guan Yin reborn, coming here to help others. How does that sound to you? Going from I'm here to suffer and repay debts to I'm here to help others awaken. Does that perspective shock you? For me, it brought a huge sense of relief. It helped me step out of the victim mindset. I no longer felt that the universe was unfair. Because honestly, I haven't harmed others. If anything, I've always tried to be kind. Yet I've faced major setbacks and repeated failures in life. From a worldly point of view, I'm definitely not someone society would call a winner. I've also heard similar ideas through astrology, that in this lifetime, I'm carrying and repaying karma for others. Interestingly, my spiritual journey didn't start with Eastern metaphysics. It began with astrology. I used to be very scientific-minded. If there was no proof, I called it superstition. But now, I sometimes wish I had understood Eastern metaphysics like Bazi and others earlier. I would have understood myself earlier and taken fewer wrong turns in life. After years of lightly studying both Eastern and Western metaphysics, psychology, and philosophy, I've noticed they actually share many similarities. They just express the nearly similar truths in different ways. And honestly, whether the idea of being a monk or Guan Yin incarnated is true, or simply a comforting story, to me it doesn't really matter anymore. As long as it helps me step out of the victim mindset and walk toward a brighter, lighter path in life, that's enough. Because I know staying stuck in inner conflict and self-blame only drains me. I just needed a way to let go of those dark thoughts. What do you think about this perspective? Do you feel it could help you step out of the victim mindset too?